What's bouncing my brains? It's Sage here, coming at you guys with another Pro Tip Tuesday thing here today. Today I actually got asked to do a CTF game type for you guys, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So basically, there's a lot of little factors you want to take into consideration when you're playing CTF. One is the actual kill streaks. For example, you need to at least have like maybe two of you, if you're in a team, two of you should be running a sentry gun. Now the reason for the sentry gun is because you can actually post it either in the enemy spawn and give them a real hard time, you know, stare them up a little bit. I mean, that's not advised because it gets taken out pretty easy. Or you could plant it out your own flag and, you know, it acts as like a fifth person on the map, and that basically just defends your flag. So, you know, you can actually use it for that, but with the sentry gun, you also need to have trophy systems, you know, to protect your sentry gun, and that's where the classes come into play for here. So as everybody here knows, that I am actually a assault rifle player. So basically, my classes will be, you know, I usually use the MA, as you guys will see. I mean, my combat record actually reset. My accuracy on it is 28%. So basically, I use the MA, and now you may ask yourself, why you see awareness now. So I've got a $300 headset and I want to use it to the best of the abilities. Now in CTF, when you use awareness, you know you're going to know where people are coming from miles away. If you've got your game sound cranked up, you should know where the enemies are going to be, and if you have your situational awareness, then you're going to know where they're going to be. So that really helps if you've got good sound whore abilities, but if you're not very good at sound whoring, then I'd suggest moving on using maybe dexterity or dead silence or something like that, because a lot of pro players actually use awareness now. So basically, the attachments, as you can see, I've actually put quick draw handle on, because that's the remedy, because I don't have dexterity on, so I can't bring my gun up fast enough. So if I'm walking around, I'll be able to aim in through my sights quicker. The B23R, because that's probably the best pistol that's not banned in competitive, apart from the TAC 45. TAC 45 is good close quarters, but not too good at long range. The trophy system, once again, to protect your sentry gun. So basically, it's the same thing throughout all my classes here. I've got 4 assault rifle classes and 1 subby class. Subby class has lightweight, dexterity, and tac mask. And the tac mask is so, you know, if you're carrying the flag, you don't get stunned and you don't slow down. You can just keep bolting it through. But, you know, you can actually pause it for that, and most of that's self-explanatory. Lightweight's just to make you move fast to get to the other side of the map as fast as you can. I mean, you could use extreme conditioning, but, you know, you got to remedy something. So SWAT, I never use this gun. I just wanted to put it in there just in case, you know, I wanted to just give it a bash. The SMR, I'm very good with this weapon as well. Not a lot of people are. So if you're going to end up being good with this weapon and countering the recoil that it's got, then it's a real good gun to play the meta game with people, because it pisses people off. And the AN-94, because we all know automatic weapons are really good if you're in maps like Raid, which is the map we're on now. So basically, I'm just going to jump straight into this. That was a really long intro, and just hopefully run you through all the little things. So basically, in this game type, in CTF, every round goes for 5 minutes, and there's 2 of them. So there's a round on each, and if you lose the first side, you go switch over to the other side. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like search and destroy, but Alright, so we spawned on this side. Now, there is no favourable side for Raid CTF as there is for slums. So basically what you're going to do here is, now, I'm going to have to try and tell you the spawns in the most specific way I can possibly can, because they're really fishy to get your head around, but once you get them, you know, once you understand them, you can become a really strong player. So basically what I do straight off the rip is I like to run here and run straight to this wall. Now, you see a lot of players actually like run around the back and then try and contest some people in the middle of the map. But I actually don't like to do that, because I like to leave them, sort of have it as the element of surprise, where I sort of run here, you know, I sit here, I pre-aim, and then just peek out a little bit, and if there's somebody there, I try and contest them. But if they're not, if they get a couple of shots into you first, you have to back out of the gunfight. Just call them out to your teammates. Once again, they should be able to adjust accordingly. Now, another reason why this is awareness friendly is because if you hear people, you know, run over there, if you hear people run here, it'll make a wooden walking sound. So you'll hear that type of sound there, if you guys can hear that. You'll hear that sound. It's really loud and it's really stompy. You can actually you can hear it pretty clearly. So basically, that really helps if you really want to know where people are, and you can call them out. Most of the time, since I used to sound whore a lot in MW3 when I was a sniper, you know, I can tell which side of what people are going to be on and where they're going just by hearing them. So basically, if you hear the wood sound and then goes to brick, and that's to the right hand side of your ear, when you're actually sitting at the wall, they're going to pillars. If it's to the left, once again, if you hear walking on concrete or something like that, if it's to the left, they're going to open stairs. So it's just a little way that you can, basically prepare yourself to know where they're actually going. So basically, apart from that, it's all positioning around the map. Now, the problem with this is, if you didn't know capture the flag too much, if an enemy pulls your flag, like say if they pull that flag and they pull it down into courts and along poolside, if you die and your team isn't up, your whole team is going to spawn all the way over the other side of the map at ringside. And same with the other side, if they pull it ringside and they kill you, you're going to spawn all the way over onto poolside. So in CTF, patience is a virtue. Like, if you're actually really patient, you can actually make some plays. I mean, I know Trent, he's really made a lot of plays, as you will see here. And basically, the reason why he did that is because he was patient. You don't need to, run straight to the flag carrier and take him out, when he's pulling your flag. That's a preconceived notion that everybody thinks you have to do. What's the best idea to do is, if you're actually pushing through, the chances are the enemy team's actually going to be looking for cutoffs. Now, if you don't know what cutoffs are, it's basically cutting off you to their flag carrier. So what you usually get is one running with the flag carrier, just lagging a bit behind, and he's going to be basically giving his flag carrier support. 2 assault rifles, maybe more, will be getting open stairs cut off. They'll be getting middle cut off and stuff like that. And that's basically what you're supposed to do in CTF. You're supposed to, when your flag carrier, when your OBJ pulls the flag, get the cut offs with the assault rifles, and you should be fine and dandy. Should be able to pull the flag. So another little tactic you guys want to know in CTF is the round's about to switch because it's 1 minute 30 left. So another thing you want to remember is that there is a 5-second respawn. So if you get 3 players down on the enemy team, which you'll be able to see it in the kill feed, if you get 3 players down in that kill feed, right, you'll be able to pull the flag, and you should be able to get it halfway down the map in time before the whole enemy team spawns in. So, if you actually have 3 down on the enemy team and you pull the flag, you're at an advantage because you have more players up than them. Well, you should. If there's one of you at the base, like if you're just sitting at the back of the base, and if you're just sitting at the back of the base and they've got all players up, do not pull the flag. You're going to have a bad time, basically. So basically what you also want... I said basically twice. So what you really want to do in this situation is, if somebody knows the spawns, now I'm actually going to run you through the spawns. So basically, if you're in middle, the enemies will probably... Like if you're on poolside, like in the middle area on... ringside there, the chances are the enemies are going to be spawning here. Now if you're on poolside and you're in the middle area, the chances are they're going to be spawning around weight area, they're going to be spawning around here. But the thing is, you want to remember, is if you push up too far like this, they're going to spawn front laundry and they're going to spawn, at the ramp in the ring somewhere. So if you're pushed up too far, like if you're pushed up far enough, they're going to be spawning behind you. So you've got to be aware of the enemy positioning. And the same as this, the same as the enemy side, and I'll run you over that in a couple seconds here. Alright, let me just end this round here quickly. It'll be a bit of a pain in the ass, but to explain. It's the exact same basically anyway. So if you push through kitchen, right, and you push all the way to the back of the enemy's base, the chances are, if you pushed in all the way to the back of the enemy base, and in poolside, if you have pool control, they're going to spawn in front of laundry, which I'll show you where front of laundry is in case you guys didn't know. Front laundry is basically over at ringside here, and that's the laundry right there, right in front of there. So they're going to spawn there, and they're also going to be spawning back laundry right in that back pocket right there. Right, so same as this. If one of your teammates is in the back of the spawn and you're up in laundry or ringside, then the chances are they're going to be spawning in courts or front pool, like front courts or something like that. Now, if this happens to you, if you spawn in front of like the penthouse building, in front of like pool building sort of thing. So if you spawn in front of that, if you spawn in front of laundry, if you spawn down here, or if you spawn at ramp, the chances are there's somebody in your base who you have to rotate back. So basically that's, I say basically a lot, I'm very sorry, but... So that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to be taught in CTF, it's basically positioning, and there's the word again, and basically smarts, and there's the word again. So if you spawn there, if you spawn in front there, rotate back. Rotations are really important in this game as well, so if you get players down, the chances are you want to rotate back to your flag, because the chances are the enemies are going to want to be pulling your flag. And if you can get the cutoffs, then you're pretty much safe. Alright, so flag running routes. Now, the main flag run routes are poolside in this map. You see a lot of teams running at poolside, and the reason why is because there's a lot of advantages for cover. Now, the reason why I say there's a lot of advantages for cover is because there's actually Penthouse from Lightning Strikes and Hellstorms, there's Tiki from Lightning Strikes and Hellstorms, and there's the little shack inside courts for Lightning Strikes and Hellstorms, and there's also money room for Lightning Strikes and Hellstorms. So poolside is the most favourable side for teams to actually pull the flag down, and you'll actually see them pull it a lot. So if you're the ones pulling it from, maybe say if you're spawned on the side we're spawning on now, and if you go to try and pull that flag, you're pulling it poolside, you want one of your ARs to just rotate through the middle and rotate around here, and the chances are there's going to be somebody head glitching this car to try and stop the flag carrier pulling it through there. Now with the flag carrier, what you really want to do is you don't want to get too greedy, you don't want to try and run it straight in unless you've got all your teammates there. So say if you've only got 2 up and your teammate's going flanking around to try and beat him, or maybe your teammate's following you and maybe your 2 ARs are down. Don't get too greedy, just jump up on top of this and jump and run over here and go back, back garage, and hopefully this will be smashed. If not, then they're going to know you're there. Right, and then just wait for your teammates to spawn up. Don't feed them streaks, because you've got to remember that if a person gets you down, that's 200 points to them because they killed the flag carrier. I think it's 150 actually, because they kill the flag carrier and, they kill you. So that's 150 points towards their streaks, and you don't want them to get their streaks because otherwise they're going to take you out from the flag carrier. So basically, yeah. Anything else? There's the ringside pool. That's really not. It's not one of those flag caps you really want to do, because if people got streaks, like I said, you're probably going to get nuked off because you can only go maybe around the back of the ring. In other words, in other cases, if it's early on in the match and you know nobody's got streaks, probably run it around here and be completely safe, because there's good and bad points about each side on this map. So basically, this one is that there's a lot of head glitches and a lot of cover, from gunfire, not from streaks. The other one is there's not a lot of cover from gunfire, but there's a lot of cover from streaks. So if you're over poolside, and there's a lot of cover from streaks, but not a lot of cover from gunfire. If you're over ringside, a lot of cover from gunfire, not a lot of cover from streaks. So it sort of makes sense. Hopefully this made sense for you guys. I'm not sure if I'm talking too fast, I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Be sure to let me know in the comments, but basically that's it, guys. You guys got to remember that, just rotate back, get on dirty ass head glitches like this one, just position yourself around the map as much as you possibly can, and be really annoying to the enemy team. So right now I'm just going to show you quickly where most people put their sentry guns. Now I usually put my sentry gun here and throw down trophy systems around this area, around maybe up on top of the fence and stuff like that. That'll stop all EMPs coming in. Now the other place where people put sentry guns, I'm just trying to run through these really quick because as you guys can see I only got 30 seconds left. So the best place to put a sentry gun I found on this side here is to actually put it in the back corner there. And the reason why you put it on the back corner there is because a sentry gun has a pretty big rotation span, and it'll rotate around about there, like pretty much there. So it'll be able to pick off people there, be able to tell you if people are going gym, and it'll be able to get people in the middle. So it's really helpful, but you've got to remember that smokes do cover your sentry gun, and that sentry gun won't be able to see through. So anyway guys, that's basically CTF. Hopefully that helped. I'm not sure if it did, but if it didn't, let me know. I'll have to redo it. I'll have to bring out some points and stuff like that. Hopefully help you guys out. But so like if you liked it, like if you disliked it, subscribe if you liked it. My name's been Sage, and yeah, hopefully it's all worked out well for you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys in League. And if you do, don't just say hi to me or something like that. Anyway, guys, I love you very much. Like if you liked it, like dislike, subscribe if you liked it. I already said that already, and I'll talk to you guys later. So basically, just basically. All right. Love you all, and see you guys.